Welcome to this lecture on seams and their classification in garment manufacturing. In this session, we will explore the various types of seams, their properties, functions, applications, and the technique used to create them. Exploring the world of seams in garment construction. Seams are fundamental to garment construction, joining fabric layers with stitches. This presentation delves into the diverse class of seams, offering a comprehensive overview of their types, characteristics, application in the textile industry. From the superimposed to enclosed seam, we will explore each class with a detailed description and illustration diagram. Whether you're a seasoned designer or a budding enthusiast, this presentation will enhance your understanding of seams type, and their role in creating quality garments. Seam class 1 superimposed seam. Superimposed seams are the most common in garment sewing. They are made by placing one fabric end over another and sewing them together. The sewn edge typically remain in the same direction. Various stitches can be used to create this type of seams. Superimposed seams are versatile, used for joining fabrics, neatening edges, or both. They are frequently used on the sides of shirts and pants. Techniques like French seam, piped seam fall under this category. Easy to make, simple process of overlapping fabric ends and sewing. Versatility, if you check the suitability for joining of fabrics and edge neatening applications. Seam class 2, lapped seam. Lapped seam involves overlapping of two fabrics end in reverse way. The lap seam is basic example, but it less common due to threads coming out from the free end. A lap filled seam, often made with twin needle sewing machine, is stronger but may damage the sewing thread due to rubbing. These seams are frequently used in jean construction. Lapped seams are created by overlapping two pieces of fabric, joining them with a row of stitches. Overlapping fabric, two fabric ends overlap each other. Strong seam is lap felt seams are very durable, which is shown in the figure. Lapped seams and lap felt seams. Lap felt seams are frequently used to join jean pants. The strength of the seam is very strong, but sewing thread may be damaged due to rubbing. This type of seams are frequently used in making jean pants. Durability, if you check, high strength, ideal specific design for jean material. Thread damage is higher in case of this lapped seam because of a potential rubbing can have an impact on the rubbing of damaging of sewing threads. Seam class 3, bound seam. Bound seam requires at least two fabrics, which one fabric end is bounded by the other. The fabric which is meant for bounding is often different color. While a simple bound seam is not commonly used due to threads coming out. Another type is widely used for both functional and decorative purpose. A folder in sewing machine is needed for making a bound seam. Twin needle sewing machines are used for more complex bound seams, where the underthread continuously connects with the two needle threads. Bound seams are common in undergarments, underwears, pants, female dresses, and sleeping suits. A special folder is required for sewing machine. Folder is essential. Twin needle used for complex bound seams. Bound seams and its function and decorative. Bound seams are widely used in garment making, and it is applicable both for functional and decorative works. The use of folder in sewing machine is required for making bound seams. More bound seams are there for sewing, of which the twin needle sewing machines are required, and the under thread is commonly continuously connected with the twin needle thread from the underside of the seam. Generally, the bound seam is used in undergarments, underwear, pants, female dresses, sleeping suits, etc. It provides it provides durability and strength. Adds aesthetic appeal to the garment also. Seam class 4, flat seams. Flat seams are made by joining fabric ends side by side without overlapping. Sometimes a gap is left between the end for decorative purpose. Flat seams are typically made with twin needle machine using a covering thread to connect the threads of the two needles. The thickness of the seam is relatively low, making it ideal for knitted garment and undergarments. There is an automatic cleaning system that cuts the fabric ends just before the seam is made. No overlap, fabric ends are joined side by side. Thin seam, low thickness, ideal for knits. Twin needle, which is made with the twin needle machine. Seam class 5, decorative seams. Decorative seams are formally called as decorative stitching, primarily enhance the beauty of a garment. They involve creating one or more lines of side-by-side stitches with one or more fabric layer. Multi-needle sewing machines and folders are used to create these seams. Decorative seams are used mainly for increasing decoration and beauty of a garment, and for this reason they are called decorative seams. This type of seam is made by making one or more than one line of side-by-side lines of stitches within one layer or more than one layer of a fabric, which is shown in the figure. It has a multiple stitches and it increases the beauty of the stitch line, and it needs a multi-needle sewing machine. Seam class 6, edge neatening. Edge neatening seams are made at the fabric end to prevent threads from coming out. The seam is made by overlock machine. Other seams in the class are made in a single or passes with the single or multi-thread sewing machines. Folders can be used with these machines to simplify the process. Various types of stitches are used for making the seams. This type of seams is made mainly at the end of the fabric in such a way that the threads of the fabric cannot come out from the end of fabric. Preventing fraying, overlock machine is used, and multiple needle threads and multiple needle thread and looper threads are used to produce this kind of seams. Seam class 7, applied seams. Applied seams are similar to lapped seams, but component joined at the fabric end extends from the sewing line on both sides. These seams are mainly used for joining additional items to the fabric ends, such as lace, elastic braids, elastics. Multiple thread sewing machines and folders are helpful for making this kind of a seams. It helps to joining item and it extends beyond the requirement, and it uses multi-thread for production. Seam class 8 is an enclosed seam. Enclosed seams are primarily with the one fabric where the edges are sewn by the folding in various way. This type of seam is commonly used in making belts or belt loops. Folders are very helpful in making these seams. Twin needle sewing machines and folders can be used making these seams in a single pass. Belt loop, commonly used for belt loops, commonly used for creating durable belt or ideal belt for the garments. Summary of seam classes. We have explored 8 classes of seams, each with unique characteristics and application. Superimposed seams are common and versatile. While lapped seams offer strength, bound seam provides both function and decoration, and flat seams are ideal for knits. Decorative seams enhances the garment aesthetic, and edge neatening prevents fraying. Applied seams join additional items, and enclosed seams are used for belts and loops. Understanding of these seam classes is crucial for effective garment construction and design. Superimposed is most commonly used seam, and it is versatile. Lapped, which is a very strong, and it is used in jeans. Key takeaway from the entire setup, entire learning, if you understand, this presentation provides a comprehensive overview of seam classes in garment construction. Key takeaway includes understanding the characteristics, application, and machinery used for each class. Next step, we should involve further research or hands-on practice to explore advanced in this technique. By mastering these seam classes, we may enhance our skills in design and production, creating a high quality and aesthetically pleasing garments. For each seam type, it has a specific applications. Thanks for watching. Keep learning and growing.